Hey everyone, it's Jeremy with BST Sport Cards. So, just a little, obviously, we all have the 4th off, so going to spend some time tonight going through and reviewing any updates that are needed, silly things that you find. We're getting ready to start doing our testing and everything like that with our test APIs and payments and all that jazz. So, we are looking forward to doing that. I'm trying to see, like, my stream seems to be acting up. It's kind of weird. So I'm just checking something real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I think I got it all. Cool. All right, so let's get. I gotta move this aside real quick. Let's get jumping in here and see what we can see. I think the first thing actually is I want to change this the member login. So definitely want to change that. Change member login banner. To what? I don't know. I'll play around with it. It's not too hard to do. Subscribe, news updates. I'll probably have to update Twitter logo to the X and not the old Tweety Bird. Sports cards, second, quick links there. About. I think we're good there for right now. Contact. I think we're good there. Facts. I think we're good there. Pricing page is good. And our sell page looks pretty good too. Okay. The only thing I want to do is update terms. I want to make sure we're very clear on our policies and our terms, and that includes non-payment and non-shipment, and really spell out what that means. We have a one-strike policy, which means the first time you do not pay and the first time you do not ship, uh, you are booted from the platform. You do get an appeal. You get an appeal process, and there has to be, like, extreme circumstances of why that didn't happen with proof. You can't just say I was in the hospital. You can't say my grandma died again, because she also died for somebody else like 2 weeks ago. Um, we'll take everyone into consideration. No cookie cutter decisions, and then we'll make a decision whether we're going to reinstate you on the platform and put you on probation, or we are going to just continue to keep you kicked off. And then if you try to create another account, it's going to be pretty straightforward. We're going to know that you're just trying to create another account and just block it anyways. So it's very easy to see. We have tools on the back end that are, let us see a bunch of different things. Plus, you got to put where you want your cards shipped, if you buy or you sell, and you're going to run out of addresses eventually if you keep trying to do that. So if you use the same address as someone that's blocked, it's going to be very obvious. But people try to find ways. We'll try to keep it safe for all our sellers. So all right, I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and log in. Our dashboard's going to be completely changed, like I said. And an earlier thing, we're currently working on it in our dev environment. It is going to look, let me pull it up so you guys can sort of see. Oh, it's in Drive. Hold on one second. Dashboard details, seller dashboard mockup. It's going to sort of look like this. You know, sort of what we see here. Right now, you just see, your all-time sales per month and stuff like that. Obviously, we're going to get a little more granular with it. We're going to show like your total income that you've made month to month, right, for each month beginning to month end, and then compare that for your previous month so you can have a little bit of how am I doing month over month. We'll have your subscription there, your renewal date that's coming up, whether you want to turn on your renewal. We're not trying to deceive anyone, so if you have a selling subscription, it defaults to not auto renew. And then if you like what is going on, you can turn it on the renewal. And if you don't want to renew, then that's okay too. Um, just let us know why maybe and your thoughts. But that's okay. And then we're going to have sales by category monthly. So, whatever it is, baseball, football, Marvel, Star Wars, whatever that category is, we'll have it here, plus your number and stuff like that. Then we'll also have, again, your yearly sales by month. So for the whole year that you've signed up. So say you sign up in May, it'll show you everything from May until that next May, right? If you sign up in January, it'll look more like a typical um, year to year sort of deal. But it starts from when you sign up and goes all the way for a year, and then it sort of starts over. So there you go. There you have it. That's what that dashboard's going to look like. So yeah, we got that on the back burner. It's in development now. Buying, you have bidding, my favorite hobby shops, offer sent, items you've won, and then items you're watching. And then selling, you have sell an item. You have the option to bulk upload. You get your item type, category, team, player. The only thing I thought about maybe doing is moving the images to the top of the page. Instead of having to fill all this out and then grab your image. I'll have to think about that. Maybe move images to top. Sell page. Question mark? So yeah, that's where we're at there. So you can either sell, you could straight trade, or you can put something that's for trade but also for sale. So if someone wants to try to trade for it, they can, but if someone wants to purchase it, they can as well. Again, you're only going to be able to do fixed price there. The duration 5, 7, 10, 30 days. When you have it as a trade, anything traded needs to be graded, and it needs to be graded by one of these companies that we have here. We don't do any trading with. I would. I don't want to say non-reputable, but um, not everyone's going to be familiar with the lower ones. So right now it's PSA, BGS, SGC, CSG, Tag, and Arena Club. If you guys have an argument for another grading company that you utilize in the sports card and non-sports card realm, let us know. We'll take a look and we might add it. But when you trade, it has to be with these items. Then obviously you have your grade here, whether it's a reprint, description, that's fine. Images, and then the ship method of how you're shipping it. And if there's a ship cost. So if there's free shipping, it just blocks it out. We currently do not have integrated shipping. We're working with some other people, like other companies, to see what we could do there and stuff like that. The price of USPS postal services keep going up. Again, if I don't know if anyone else has gotten some messages. If you ever use Pirate Ship or something like that, that's what we would recommend using like a company like that if you're shipping yourself. That has tracking, right? So whether that's Ground Advantage or Priority Mail, but Priority Mail is having a pretty big um, increase in prices coming up. Um, what is the price increase coming for USPS Priority Mail? ChatGPT for the win. So you can see here, right? 51% for under a pound, zones 4 through 6. So that affects cards, right? Cards are usually under a pound when you ship them, usually. And if you're going to a zone that's right, say you're shipping from the East Coast to the West Coast, or West Coast to the East Coast, or anything like that, you're going to see a pretty big increase there, up up to 51% increase, right? So right now, if it's $8, it's going to be like $12 um, for those things and stuff like that. So something to definitely keep an eye on. I don't think Ground Advantage is too impacted, so most people utilize that for cards under $100 anyways, because you got the coverage there automatically. But some people like to use Priority for things that they want to get there a little faster, but just keep that in mind. All right, so that's sales, active listings. It's gonna look like we know that the pictures are broken right now. Excuse me, because we're doing some stuff in our AWS in our database, and it's not linked up right now. So, but this is what this looks like. I'll show you your bids, how many people have favored it, the current price, and how much time's left on it, and then just based on our rules, whether you can unlist it or edit it. You can unlist it if there's no bids and stuff like that. You can edit it if there's no bids, or if it's within 72 hours of ending. Once it hits 72 hours of ending, with 14 days left, you cannot edit the item. So if you have a mistake, try to catch it before 72 hours are left. My hobby shop, we're sort of revamping this of what it looks like. Obviously, we have item type, and then categories. Marvel. I was just testing it out here. A bunch of different things here. So that's what it's going to look like. This is everything that you could see that's for sale. And then if I hit for trade, you can see everything that I have that's for trade as well. Some of these, obviously, we still have the same issue with some of the images that are newer. But this will show you, what an easy way of what you got for sale and what you got for trade. Waiting for payment. These are going to show you all the things that you're waiting for payment for, the date it was sold, and then you'll have some actions here. Obviously, these are old, so these actions are not here, but a lot of them are like a send a reminder, things like that. Items sold are just going to show you your items sold and what you made. Need to ship, so these are going to be all the items that have been paid for that you need to ship, and then you'll have tracking number and stuff like that. You can actually you'll have some buttons over here where you can actually keep track of them yourself. Items that you've shipped. These only stay on here the last 30 days, but it'll show you all the items that you've shipped, and you can track them as well. And it'll give you a status of whether it's been delivered or not, stuff like that. Unsold items, so anything that hasn't been sold, you can either unlist it, or we actually made it a very simple relist button that will actually relist the item for the exact same parameters that you had it set for from before. So if you want to relist and edit it, like say something was set for 30 days and you want to do it for a week instead, you can always relist it from here and then edit the listing and reduce it to 7 days if you want. Offers received, obviously there. Returns, there's only certain things that returns are accepted for here, and that is you received the wrong card. The card is damaged way beyond repair, right? Or wasn't disclosed very often, but we're not taking returns for buyer's remorse or found a better price or my son accidentally clicked my thing. We'll look at those, and if we think someone's trying to game the system, we'll just block them. Easy as that. We want to be a no frill, no BS sort of marketplace, and that's what we're going for. Just makes everyone's lives easier. Trading. Here you can go to all items for trade, and you can see and sort by all sorts of stuff. Proposed trades. This is where we're sort of working on it too. I'm working on like the UI of it, but this is where you would propose a trade. So you would like select the cards that you want to add to your trade, select the user and their hobby shop of what they have for trade, and then propose a trade. So if he has something I want to see, this is broken right now. It's not broken. The API is not connected and the background script is not up. So you'll just get a something is wrong button. But let's say like, oh, I want this guy's, whatever it is, and different Paul Skeens or something. Then I can be like, well, I'll give you this, this item and this item and this item. And then you'll be able to go, once you select the seller's store, all their items for trade will pop up and you can select their items. And it'll tell you how many items you've selected, your trade value that you gave it, and then how many items of theirs you selected and what their trade value in their eyes is. And so you can sort of see, like, does this look like a fair trade? And then you can submit the proposed trade. And then it would show up in your requested trades. You'd be able to see it. And then that trade partner can either accept or reject. Accepted trades would just look like this. It gives you, your items, their items, how many number of them, the total value, and then it has the instructions here of like how to ship to us as a third party to where we verify, scan, and then send those images to the trading party to make sure everything is status quo. Then when you both accept, then they get shipped out. So that's the only bad thing about trading. Obviously, we want to keep it safe, and we don't want people, if we're going to have trading on our platform, we have to be the middleman for it, because we don't want people getting sort of taken advantage of on our platform. So it does suck that you have to sort of pay shipping twice, right? You got to pay to ship us, and then you got to pay to ship it to the other person. Um, but if you want to do it safe and that's how you want to do it, that's how we have to do it. And then you input your tracking number here. Once both sellers accept, there is an invoice generated for each of them. We do the scans and everything like that. We do the high resolution scans and send them to the other's party to show them the card, what it looks like. Again, all trades have to, it doesn't, I've just been testing in here, but all trades have to be graded cards, because I'm not an authenticator and I'm not a grader, and I'm not even going to pretend to be one. Um, that's just, I would miss the simple little things. Besides stuff that I know to look for in a Jordan rookie card and some of the older cards and stuff like that, what the cardboard looks like. But I'm not an autograph expert, anything like that. So we will not be doing anything raw or anything that's not encapsulated by um, one of the grading companies that we provide in the dropdown. And then you'll have your rejected trades too. You can see like the rejected trades. Then we have messages. I think this is all okay. Account subscription. I need to sort of look. Subscription page and the dates build item. So subscription just shows you like what subscription you have, what your cost was, the start date, the end date, and whether your auto renews on. So if you ever want to auto renew and set it, to auto renew, because like I said, it's defaulted to off. Unlike every other subscription thing you do ever, they always turn on, and I hate that. Because then if you forget about it, you get charged again, and I hate that. So why would I do that to people? So I do not want to do that. Auto renew is set to off, but if you decide, hey, I don't care, and I like what I'm doing, and whether you're doing month to month or year, you would just click that, and it's enabled. You can click it off, and it's not enabled, and you won't get charged. And then this just goes to our payment processor via an API, so they know whether you have it on or off, and it can charge you. And it'll show you your billing dates and what you got billed, so you're not like left in the dark there. Payment methods, that is broke right now because the Stripe integration. So payment methods, Stripe API. I'm just going to write that. I'm pretty sure we already have that. Payouts. So there's a couple ways you can get paid out. You can get paid out via Stripe, which goes directly to your bank, things like that. Or we actually have an option to be paid into your PayPal as well. But you just need to put in your PayPal address here and submit it. And then the only time you get paid out via PayPal is payments that come in and they have paid via your PayPal link, which when you sell an item and you have a PayPal email in there and you go to pay, there's an option to pay via PayPal, so it comes to you. Let's see. So that's the account. Change your password is pretty straightforward. Current password, new password, confirm your new password. New password should have 8 or more characters, one uppercase, one special character. If you want to cancel your account, this is where you do it. So with a subscription based, right? If you cancel your account, it's like any other subscription based thing. If you want to delete your account altogether, it will stay active to the end of your subscription. It's not just going to like drop, right? So if you pay $8.99 for the month and you cancel your account on, so say you have it for July and today's July 3rd and you decide to cancel it, it'll still be active all the way to August 1st, but your account will be canceled and you won't really be able to do too much, but you'll be able to still get in and see what's going on and stuff like that. But after August 1st, then your account will be completely deleted. Feedback. This is going to show all your feedback, all your reviews, via 1 through 5 stars, and then what else? Any other thing that they um, any other thing that they put like comments or anything like that in there. And then comps. This is an actual comp page of everything that's sold on our platform, completely transparent. So man, that was a cool sketch that I got there. Um, so for example, if I sold something, you'd be able to see like exactly what it sold for, what date it sold, what kind of listing, how many watchers, and the fixed price. And if you go into it, you would actually still be able to see all the bids and stuff like that that happened on this as well. So I think that's it. So I captured some of this stuff, the payment. Some of the biggest stuff we have to do is around Stripe with taxes and payouts and payments and things like that. So all the fun stuff. But it should be ready soon. Let me look at. There was something on trading. What was it? Items for trade. Yeah, I sort of did this. These are all your items that are for trade, and like you can actually select them here too. And be like, okay, I want to propose a trade um, with this card, and this card, and then add it to proposed trade, and then it goes to proposed trade. Just the cards that I selected in my items, and then I can select the, whoever I want to try to trade with, and be like, I want to trade this, this, and this, and it should add up correctly. 275, 375, 3 items, and then submit a proposed trade. But I don't have a. Um, this isn't working from the hobby shop, but that's okay. So I think that's it for tonight. No real updates to code right now. I just wanted to get some of the items I'm working on and things like that. So, all right, guys, have a good 4th. Keep safe, and we'll see you guys. A lot of stuff coming up in July. Obviously, the National. We will be at the Shipshawana show. We will be at the Valparaiso, Indiana show. Um, a couple other shows all around. So we look forward to seeing people. If you see me at the National, come say hi. Um, until then, guys, have a good night. Peace.